Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain about local name XPath function. By mentioning this local name XPath function in XPath expressions, the XPath expressions can locate the SVG elements. Otherwise, the XPath expressions won't be able to locate the SVG elements. Let me practically demonstrate this for you. So, for that, we need to solve this challenge. Okay, by solving this challenge, we'll understand how the local name function mentioned in XPath expression can help it in locating the SVG elements. So what's the challenge here? Locate YouTube icon on an application page. Which application page? I'll show you. Okay, first open the browser and here type selectorshub.com. Okay, go to this website, that is selectorshub.com. Once you land on this selectorshub.com application page, scroll down completely down. Okay. Scroll till the end of the page. In the bottom of the page, you can see there is a YouTube icon. There is a Telegram icon, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Generally, such kind of icons will have SVG elements. Okay. Not only on this website, guys, if you similar kind of icons on a different website, like this social media icons, if you see anywhere else on a different website, mostly they will be okay, created using SVG elements in the HTML code. By writing the SVG tags in the HTML code, this kind of icons will be generally created, okay, for social media icons. Not only social media, there are other icons on this website page. Like you see, there is a down arrow and up arrow is coming here, right? Triangular kind of icon. These icons are also SVG elements, okay? So, fine. Just for practicing, what we have to do is we need to locate YouTube icon on an application page with the help of an XPath expression. And that XPath expression need to take the help of this local name function. Without that, this YouTube icon specified SVG element can't be located. So let me prove you that. So for that, once we landed on this page, I'll right click on some area and select inspect option. I'll just scroll this so that you can see these icons here. Now, we got the Google Chrome DevTools, and on the right side, I'll click on this double arrow and I'll select selector sub. Okay. Once we get this selector sub, what I will do here is I want to locate this YouTube icon, right? So what I will do here is I'll just right click on this icon and select inspect option. So here the HTML code for this particular icon, okay? So which is nothing but this one, guys, okay? SVG, under that we have path, right? Just observe this. So when I inspected that, the HTML code for this particular element has come. Its parent element is what? SVG. Now, if you want to locate this YouTube icon, you need to locate this SVG tag. So how? You need to write the XPath expression. So before you write the XPath expression, when I have inspected this particular element, what is coming here? When I have inspected this particular thing, what exactly is coming? Either this path or its parent SVG. SVG element is coming. That means this selectors hub tool is able to detect that this particular element is SVG element. It's not a normal UI element that you see on the web pages. It's a special kind of element which is called as an SVG element. So by looking at the tag name, you may think that I'll write something like this, /SVG, right? Generally, how do we write the normal or general relative XPath expressions? We'll start with the /relative XPath expression followed by the tag name, right? To get started. If I press enter, you may think that this particular element may get located. Press enter, what is happening? Invalid XPath. This is not the valid way of writing the XPath expression for locating the SVG elements. What is coming? You may think that this way of writing the XPath expression is right. That's what I am saying. This is a special type of element, guys. If you follow the same practices of writing the relative XPath expressions for locating the general type of elements or UI elements on the web page, this won't work further. That strategy won't work for the SVG elements. So instead, what you are getting? Invalid XPath, invalid SVG XPath for some kind of thing is coming. Then how to write this? To overcome this problem, we have to use this function known as local name function in XPath expressions. Without using this local hyphen name XPath function in XPath expressions, we won't be able to write relative XPath expressions or XPath expressions for locating the SVG elements. So how to do that? In order to do that, there is a format, guys. Okay, you need to follow this format. Here, instead of giving the tag name, though you know that SVG is a tag name for this element, though you by looking at the HTML code of this particular element, you can clearly observe that SVG is a tag name. But despite of knowing that you should not write the tag name, then what should what you should write in place of the SVG tag name in this XPath expression. In place of this real tag name, that is SVG, you need to mention hashtag symbol. Okay, just follow this blindly, guys. Okay, this is a format for SVG elements. XPath expressions should be written in this format. Okay, we should not directly write, even though we know the tag name of that particular element as SVG, we should not mention the SVG here as a tag name. In place of the tag name, you have to write asterisk symbol. Then you need to write square brackets, opening and closing square brackets. And inside the square brackets, you need to provide this function name. What is the function name? Local hyphen name. Provide that. Local hyphen name is a function. Now say is equal to. Now inside the single quotes, you write the tag name now. Okay. Now you give the tag name. You should not mention the SVG tag name here. Generally, in normal XPath expressions, we'll mention the tag name here. But in this case of SVG elements, in place of the actual tag name, you have to provide asterisk symbol, and in the square brackets, you have to provide local hyphen name as a value is equal to single quotes. And here you have to write SVG. The tag name you have to mention in this place. Now press enter. It is locating. So this XPath expression is locating the SVG elements. But the problem here is, okay, but the problem here, you can clearly see Facebook, YouTube icon is getting located, highlighted, right? But it's one of the element under 152 elements. That means there are 152 SVG elements on this website page. Okay, this website page has how many SVG elements? 152. In that, we need to locate which SVG element, this YouTube icon related SVG element we have to locate. How? How that is possible? When you inspect this YouTube icon thing and go to this SVG tag, okay, here in the class attribute value, there is a word known as YouTube. Okay, maybe I can use this partial text, partial attribute value of this class attribute to locate only this YouTube icon kind of SVG element out of all the remaining 152 elements. Okay, so what I will do here is I'll provide one more square bracket, and here I'll write contains circular brackets contains function I covered in the previous session, right? Contains function, comma, and here on the left side of the comma, I'll provide at the rate class attribute, right? At the rate class. On the right side of the comma, I'll provide the partial attribute value, which is YouTube. Here you see class attribute value is having YouTube inside it, okay? So YouTube I'll write YouTube and press enter. How many elements are getting located now? Only one element, one SVG element, that is YouTube icon, is getting located. So this is how we need to write the proper XPath expressions using this local hyphen name function in them to locate the SVG kind of elements. Okay. But if more SVG elements are getting located instead of one, you have to add more conditions like this to filter them out. Okay. You can use any other techniques in XPath expressions to filter out or locate the particular element. Either you can add attribute names or values, or contains text, or you can actually add indexes, whatever it is. Okay. To finally filter out locating only one required SVG element out of the remaining all SVG elements on this website page. Fine. So this answer, right? Copy this XPath expression. And yeah. So now, if you pass this, okay, if you pass this XPath expression as a locator for helping Selenium automation tool in locating this YouTube icon on the web page, sometimes it may or may not work. Okay, most of the cases it may not work. Why? We already have created the XPath expression, right? And it's actually locating the YouTube icon also. But why this XPath expression locator, which is actually locating the SVG element, may not help the Selenium automation tool in locating this element to perform the operations? There is a reason. Okay. So just locating the SVG element is not enough, guys. Okay. For helping Selenium in locating this element and to perform the operation on it, locating directly the SVG element is not enough. What we have to do instead, under the SVG, there will be some child tags. Okay. In this example, under the SVG, path kind of child tag is there. So sometimes locating the SVG tag is not enough. SVG tag by writing this kind of XPath expressions is not enough. Rather, if this XPath expression is not helping Selenium in locating this element to perform the operation, any type of operation on this element, then what you have to do? You have to provide the XPath expression locating the child tag of this SVG parent tag. But since this path, what is the child in this example? Under this SVG, what is the child? Path is there. So you may see circle, square, different type of tags you will see in different examples, guys. But in this case, we have the path tag name. Okay. So how to write the XPath expression to locate the path tag name? Since the path is also a child tag of the SVG tag, the same rules applies for the path tag also. Okay, since path is a child tag of SVG, whatever the rules you followed for locating the SVG tag, the same rules you have to follow for locating the path. So what I will do here is I'll say forward slash, okay, under the parent tag, we'll go to the child tag. Can I write path here? It won't work. That's what, the same rules. Okay, if you write the XPath expression in a normal way, even for the child tags of the SVG element also, it's not going to work. How to overcome this problem? In place of that path, what you have to provide? Hashtag symbol. Okay, in place of the tag name, you have to provide asterisk symbol, square bracket again, and here you need to write what? Local hyphen name, okay, circular brackets is equal to path. Press enter. Now it will locate. This is what is the craziest thing, right? Okay, we cannot directly write the tag names here, okay, either for the SVG or its child tags, okay. So this XPath expression will help Selenium in finding this element, and now Selenium can, using this XPath expression, can perform the operation on this element also, okay. If you only locate the SVG element or tag name, that may not help Selenium in performing the operation on this element after locating, okay. So you need to give the XPath expression path till the path attribute or some child tag names. Okay, in different situations, different tag names will come. In this example, under SVG we have path. In some other example, under SVG we'll have circle, square, box, or whatever it may be. Okay, so whatever that child tag is there, if you give that, this kind of XPath expressions will help Selenium in finding that elements on the web page, and also Selenium can thereby perform the operation on that element also. Okay, so the final answer is this one, guys. Okay, not the above one. This is the final answer. Okay, though this is locating the SVG tag, but generally in real time, to help Selenium in locating and performing the operation on the element, we may have to use this kind of XPath expression till the child tag of that SVG elements. We have to provide the path of the XPath expression, but the same rules that you have applied for locating the SVG tag, the same rules you have to apply for locating the child tags of the SVG tag. Okay. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.